I feel I was denied critical, need-to-know information. So, Tremors 5 Bloodlines, the newest of the Tremors series to come out, came out direct to DVD. You can probably find it on Netflix. In fact, I know you can find it on Netflix. Mark just watched it on Netflix. Now, whereas I said Tremors 4 started going downhill just a little bit, and it's technically a prequel too, there are some very noticeable problems in the fifth entry of the series. The trailer made it look so cool, actually, minus Jamie Candy. Jamie Candy about this ending. It looked like there was practical effects, and there's Domino over there. Hi, Domino! Domino's here. Hi, now she's all like this. But there was practical effects going on. At least I assumed. We got to see, and we're going to see new kind of graboid. It was going to be all kinds of fun. Burt Gummer's back, yeah. What do we get? We get Domino here. Hello, Domino. Oh, Domino. Hello, Domino. No, what do we get, though? We get CGI'd just crap and Jamie Candy, just too much Jamie Candy, and just disappointment. Oh, man. Now, I don't hate the movie. It's still Tremors. It's still got a lot of the fun that they became known for. But it's a far cry down. It's so many levels down from what it was. I mean, let's look at this. Burt's. This movie does open up both awesomely and horribly. We open up with Burt's Gummer's show, The Survivalist. It's kind of like a Bear Grylls guy. He even shaved his head. Like, going with the kind of Bryan Cranston, Heisenberg kind of thing. What I do to my cranium is none of your business, son. See him doing his show, and it's like, that's kind of cool. I'd watch the show. And then we see Jamie Candy's stunt double doing just a whole bunch of motorcycle tricks on a dirt bike to indicate that this will be a plot point later on in the movie that he can do this stuff. And the whole time I'm watching this scene, and it comes back later in the movie too, I'm getting a lot of angles where they're just shot from the ground, like, okay, so we're looking at like right from down here. So I'm like, why are we viewing it from this angle? And we still see that later on too. We keep viewing it from this angle. So I don't get why we're getting this imagery. And then, he interrupts Burt's show after he cooks a rattlesnake. And the guy goes, his cameraman says, are you going AWOL? It's like, hey, it's a union gig. This is your new camera guy. Later. So Jamie Candy's his new camera guy, and then they get roped into hunting graboids. Okay, I take that back. The movie doesn't open up with that. The movie opens up in Africa, where one of the guys gets killed. And I'll give him credit. That was kind of like a creepy scene, a little bit. Not even a creepy scene. Just if you were in that position, it'd be definitely unsettling. And there's Domino. Hello, baby. she's out and about having fun right now. It's a nice day out. That's why I'm back outside today. Also, I thought I was going to get some quiet, and then my sister let Domino out, so that happened. But anyway, so it's cool. The creature. Well, the creature. We'll get to the overall them in a moment, but the creature takes the guy out, and then that happens. So then they go to Africa. His guns get impounded by customs, so they're hunting graboids. Then we find out that there is a subspecies of graboid, the African graboid, which is leaner, meaner, and all around tougher. These archaeologists find them, and then they get eaten. And I gotta admit, it was kind of a stupid freaking death. Really. They get killed in the shower. Their shower's outside, but they get killed in the shower. And you'd mistake them for having sex if there wasn't for the fact that something attacked them and there's blood. So we're like, what? I'm like, what? Now, that being said, the low camera angle worked for that. It worked as a POV for the creature at that point. And as I said, we find out about these new graboids. These graboids are the African variety. Leaner, tougher, larger, meaner. And they apparently skip the shrinker phase. They go straight to the ass blaster phase. Now, where it's different with these things is that the design for the ass blasters doesn't even look anything like a graboid or an ass blaster. The original graboids, the African graboids, still have the mandibles bit. They are shaped differently. But the ass blasters, apparently, their faces are takeoff of the grabbers that the Africans once had. They don't have like jaw-like grabbers. They have almost like a lamprey style octopus face grabber on them. So, and they're free because and as Bert put it, which is a fun line. It's like, why is the need to know? Why is the important need to know information? Why am I always the last and know the important need to know information? Why didn't someone tell me that the grabbers have gone free range? They literally are just like snakes that come out of their mouths. They're sentient. They move on their own. So I'm guessing the design of the Ass Blaster's face comes from that. Because if you weren't telling me that this is a Tremors movie, if this was not titled Tremors movie, because we don't see graboids up until, I don't know, half of the way through at least, I would not call these things ass blasters. I would call them gargoyles or some crap like that, because the American ones, the North American ones we see in Tremors 3, have fins and sails, and, they jettison through that method. No, these things literally have wings. They look like gargoyles. Now, that being said, the design's actually a cool design if you were not to tell me that was an ass blaster. It does not look like an ass blaster to me. Which gets to another point I have to talk about these guys. The effects. There's almost no practical effects whatsoever in this movie. I think there's there's practical gore. There is, and I'm very happy for that. There is practical. The grabbers are practical at points, but almost entirely there's no practical ass blaster effect. There's no practical graboid effect. To be fair, though, I think it's because they were redesigning the monsters. That's why we don't have practical puppets for them. But still, it is distracting. It is very distracting. In scenes in the trailer, 55-second trailer, but trailer, where that looked practical, they weren't. They were CGI. Honestly, I should have foreseen the graboid jumping out of the ground as a CGI effect, but whatever. So that's actually very distracting in my mind for most of it. Some of the effects are fine. Like, some of the ass blaster effects are actually pretty decent. Obvious effects, but decent. They're like big-ass spider-level effects. You know it's an effect, but for like a sci-fi original, it's actually a pretty decent effect. It's the same kind of boat with this. But the graboid's almost completely all CGI. In fact, it's all CGI, as far as I can tell. And the grabbers are CGI. The grabber effects, though, those aren't bad. They're essentially like little tendril snakes, or giant tendril snakes, eel snakes. So that's a complaint. But that being said, it does help that Michael Gross came back to play Burt Gummer. He's still awesome as Burt Gummer. He is. Dog's busy sniffing around, exploring things. You ready to see people tomorrow? We got a Halloween thing going on tomorrow, so people are going to come out. She gets to meet people. She's a little nervous around new people still, but, she's young. She's only about 4 months. 4.5 months, maybe. That being said, Burt Gummer, Michael Gross is still awesome as his character. He's still a good nut. When he's literally they're blowing up the nest for the graboids and the ass blasters with rockets on a helicopter. You just see this look of maniacal joy as he's like, ha 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 ha, and you just see Jamie Kennedy goes, psycho. And as much as I love Burt, even there, and I would probably be like, okay then, yeah. Burt's still good. He has a moment of just going batshit crazy in this. Basically, the guy they brought in there to do it's actually a poacher, and he's trying to catch a graboid egg, and that goes horribly wrong for him. He somehow is able to escape with the eggs, and then loses them after raiding this, and is just bloody and beaten to a pulp, which is going to come to a plot point I'm going to discuss later, which I'm going to be wondering how the hell that happened. But he basically just like, now you're going to go and be put in that cage, or I'm going to shoot you in the belly. Go ahead, shoot me, kill me, but you'll never cage me. And then, of course, he's caged like, if I get out of here, I'm going to kill you. And he's just going batshit crazy in the heat. He's in his boxers, like, oh, the call of nature. Yes, these people used to rub urine all over their bodies as a form of insect repellent. Oh, God. Oh, God. An acquired taste. Just drinking his own piss. And there's a clatter. I want you to know that if you ever find this, I want you to find the HK Mag a good home. I miss it so much. To some extent, you. and then when Jamie Kennedy's coming to save him in the truck, he thinks it's a graboid. So he's like, come here. I will crawl down your gullet and rip you in half with my bare hands. He's just going batshit crazy, and it's hilarious. Oh, man. But him and there's another character in the. Okay, who was it? Hold on. Was it Riley? No. Where's the actor who was playing him? Where is he? Come on. Chieftain Basson, I think. Lawrence Joliffe? Joff? Think that's him. One sec. I want to be certain I got the right guy here. Come on. I can't find. Anyway, I really wish I could remember his name. Hold on. Is it Baruti? No, that wasn't Baruti. Thabel, Eric, then Wick. Yeah, that wasn't him. I want to say it was either Riley or Basson. I want to say maybe Basson, but either way, he's this helicopter pilot, and you can tell he's from first generation because you go to my boot, it means brother. just as a spit on the hand thing. It's like, get out of play. Here we go. Let me tell you a story. In the morning, when the gazelle wakes up, he knows he's got to run faster than the slowest gazelle, otherwise he'll be caught. Otherwise, he'll be caught by the lion. And the lion wakes up, he knows he's got to run faster than the slowest gazelle, otherwise he'll go hungry. Point is, in Africa, when you wake up, you better be prepared to run. And just do not laugh. And then he just comes back in a helicopter, his buddy gets eaten, he gets swallowed whole. It's like, oh my god! And then later we see him just goes like, it's like, what happened? It's like, hey, she ate something she didn't like. You know, she swallowed me hell, so I just gave her a couple taps. Bert's just like, been there, my brother! Yeah! And then at the end, when his final scene is about to leave, he gives Bert basically this 50 caliber just like almost anti-tank machine gun. He's just like, oh, it's like, take care. It's just like, my boot, right on. And remember, be ready to prepared to run, mate. Yeah. He was great. I loved him and Bert. It should have been him and Bert going out in this, not him and Jamie Kennedy. Okay, so let's get into Jamie Kennedy. Why the hell did you choose Jamie Kennedy for this movie? I am sorry. He is whiny, he is irritating, he is annoying. Every time he talks, I'm just like, he sounds like he's complaining that his Hot Wheels didn't flip right or something like that. He's just like, dude, shut up. I don't like Jamie Kennedy that much. Now, granted, he has moments of being actually decent. Like the one scene you see in the trailers in the movie, I'm like, he's in the cave, in the Ass Blaster cave, just trying to find the nest. He finds the nest. It's like, the flare goes out. It's like, sure, we'll go after go. We'll see some game. That's nice. He's literally channeling John McClane in that scene. Just like, sure, come to Africa, see some game, have a couple laughs. Okay, that was a funny moment with him. He has some moments of being funny and actually likable. But they're far and few between. He's like hitting on this dog. He's hitting on the doctor who was it? Natalie Becker? Yeah, I think it was Natalie Becker. She's badass, man. The doctor's badass. She gives Bert a machine gun at one point. It's like, Jamie Kennedy looks at her. It's like, where did you get that? It's like, Bert's just like, where did you get that? I'd rather say, I like your style. She's like, yeah, she's cool. She's killing ass blasters with a bow and arrow and stuff like that. And she's badass with it, too. She is really cool. All the other side characters are actually pretty cool. There's this one guy, oh man, who was it? Was it, not Brandon Erter. I can't find it. But he's this one character, and he gets unfortunately axed off earlier. But him and one of the other side main characters, one of the characters we do follow, are outside working on a Jeep, and they get a beer, and they hear an ass blaster falling over. We see the ass blaster, and this guy just, like a boss, just has the machete, stone cold face on his face. The thing charges him, and he just ducks it and slashes at it and just cuts the damn thing. I'm like, boss! Then he gets picked up and kind of massacred a bit, but still, motherfucking boss! And then Bert takes the machete and just Rambo, as the guy puts it, who was driving with a Rambo's an ass blast. It's like, you're like Rambo! But Jamie Kennedy, man, of all the actors to get to play, and spoiler alert for this, I'll put spoilers on this one because it's a recent movie. The other ones have been out for years now, but this is a recent movie, came out this year, so I will put spoilers on this. The reason it's called Bloodlines is not because of the graboids. It's because Jamie Kennedy, spoiler, is the fucking biological son of Bert Gummer. No. Even Bert vehemently rejects this idea. And I think he rejected this idea not because this character is a little bit kind of an idiot and kind of a douche, but because it's Jamie Kennedy, and there's no way Jamie Kennedy can be the son of Burt Gummer. And he's just like, oh, what? No, I can't be the spawn of the loins of a great Burt Gummer. No, you can fucking not be the spawn of the loins of Burt Gummer. Damn it! I'm sorry, I don't like Jamie Kennedy that much. I didn't like his character that much in this movie. I have to be clear about that. Oh man, he was irritating. And I do not like the fact that he says the title of the movie when he reveals that. It's like, Bloodlines, man. It's like, oh, I want to punch you. But then there's obvious things, like they show scenes that are like, okay, this is going to play into factor. Like the motorcycle riding. He distracts the grab by riding on a motorcycle. We get introduced to this, the daughter of the doctor, and her daughter, and she's drawing up earthworms with electricity. Automatically know that's going to come to play. That's how they're going to basically take him out, more or less. Because they also say, you can time your watch to the thunderstorm, lightning storms. Like, there you go. There's your final. And yeah, oh my god. It was like freaking the Avengers. No, not Marvel Avengers. The one with Ray Fiennes, Uma Thurman, and Sean Connery Avengers, where Sean Connery gets impaled and electrocuted, and he gets basically just brought up from the surface. That's how they kill the graboid in this. And shoot him a lot too, and stick him with arrows. But still, oh man. But you want to know the thing that baffles me about this movie? There's plot holes galore in this movie. There are. But it's enjoyable nonetheless. I still enjoy the movie. I'm still glad I own it. I own the entire series, minus the actual series, the show. What baffles my mind is that the reason, because the graboids and the ass blasters are attacking this village, more or less, for some reason. We don't figure it out till later. And the reason is, the girl, the daughter, found a graboid egg in the garden, and they wanted the egg back. I call serious levels of bullshit on that. This guy, this poacher who brings them there in the first place, dies and is bloody, is torn to a bloody pulp, just stealing maybe one egg, maybe two if he was lucky, but he's beaten him, and then he got eaten. So, how did this little girl manage to somehow find, I think she said she claimed she found it in the garden. What the hell was a graboid egg doing in the garden? It's not like it's apparently not like the ass blasters go into their town very often. In fact, that's going to be the most recent incident they had in centuries. Or decades minimum. So, how did this little girl get this graboid egg? I'm sorry, there is a very important plot point we're missing here. Did she just wander in there? It's like, ooh, look what I found in this weird, dark, dank cave, and all the ass blasters just happened to be sleeping at the time? My voice is getting all nasally like Jamie Kennedy. Oh, God, that just hurt me when I found out. It was like, No. There's problems here. There are serious problems here. There's no way this little girl just found this thing. She's clearly lying to mom because she don't want to get a whooping. Yeah, I'm sorry. You find a graboid egg or you go out and get a graboid egg, your mama's or your daddy's, anyone is going to give you a whooping for that kind of stupidity. Oh man, I'm sorry. It's just a horrible, horrible plot point. It's like, really? That's the reason behind it. Oh. And then we end with the reconciliation of father and son, unfortunately, which albeit gives us an end credit scene of their reality show where they hunt monsters. And it's actually pretty, I'm like, you know what, I'd probably watch this show. I would. Because I'm that kind of person. I like things like Destination Truth. I like cryptid creatures and stuff like that, shows that deal with that. I don't care about ghosts really at all. So I don't like Ghost Hunters that much, or Haunted Destinations or something like that. No, I like Destination Truth. I like Animal Plants when they do like the cryptid monsters of like the Northwest or something like that. That's fun stuff to me. I enjoy that. Like when we see a special on like the Loch Ness Monster or something like that. Chupacabra. That's also all that stuff. It's like creatures and cryptids fascinate me very much more than ghosts and spirits do, and poltergeists and woo. So, oh god, that happens during the ending credits. So Again, I haven't been rating these movies. I can't really. I'm not going to rate this one either. But it is the clear weakest of the series, as you noticed that it is my. Excuse me. As you noticed that it's my longest video. As I just, I can see the time bar right up here. Now, granted, it's down there, but yeah, this one went a little over 20 minutes. I had a lot to say on this one because there was a lot more to talk about in this one than say the other ones because I just love the other ones. And this one, not so much. I like it. I like it a decent amount, but it's the weakest by far with the most problems. So, thanks for watching Tremors Ween. I hope you enjoyed. Next year, maybe I'll do some other Halloween-related marathon. But then this year, maybe I'll do a Christmas marathon of something, too. I'll figure out something Christmas-related. Of course, this year, I'm going to have to... Krampus is... I'm definitely going to go see Krampus. And, of course, I'm catching Star Wars, so there's my Christmas stuff right there. I'll figure out something else for Christmas as well. But actually, the only reason I did Tremors Ween this year is because there was nothing coming out within this time span. Within this week that was really caught my eye. So, sorry, someone was getting ready to leave. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and if something pops up between now and Monday, I'll probably do a video, but until then, well, between now and whenever I'm doing my next Star Wars video, more or less, because that will probably be the next video I do, unless something else happens as a Star Wars video. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you.